What's going on, guys? I'm on fire today with my videos, and I just wanted to do an update on SPY. I haven't done anything in a while on YouTube, but I wanted to show you what I'm actually seeing right now. I've been posting a lot on TradingView about it, but basically what we can see is that we had this long-term uptrending support line that eventually, for the first time, actually got broken here. And although on the daily time frame we did pop above the daily 200 EMA, we actually, as of right now, currently, um, are getting resistance on a previous support line that's actually going to be pretty influential. We can see we have some EMAs crossing right now. We had support on the 100 EMA for a while. We lost that. And we're just getting kind of this push here. So we can see that the MACD on the daily is actually curling up here. I wouldn't actually be surprised if we pulled back to roughly 444 bucks, but we'll have to see how this plays out. It looks like on the 1 hour right now, we actually finally went sideways long enough to get above this 100 EMA. We're getting pretty tight in whatever pattern here we have going, whether that's a rising channel or not. But we do have 1 hour EMA support down here at roughly 441 and 50 EMA down at 435, 36. We can see that we had this beautiful double bottom breakout. So currently, it looks like we're in this rising channel, like I was saying, and we're getting supported as of right now on this 100 EMA on the 1 hour. We can flip through each of these time frames and kind of see what's going on here. But we definitely are finding support, and we're getting pretty tight here. So, I mean, this could end up being a very bullish thing. I mean, we had this nice bullish move to the upside here. We did pop above this W breakout here, and if we actually looked at even on a 15-minute, obviously it's pretty clear on the 15-minute as well, but if we actually wanted to see the targeted move of this bullish W pattern here, what we would do is we'd find the neckline here, which I've already done here for us at 440, and we would actually just take a measured move of the W pattern. You can do this whether it's a double bottom that ends up in the same location, or if it's a higher low just like this. You can do it like that and find yourself where exactly you want to measure it from. It also might come out to be somewhat of a symmetric, kind of like an ascending triangle a little bit as well if you were to do that, and it's going to have the same thing. But what we see actually, which is pretty cool, is that the target actually brings us up to 456 to 456 bucks. And actually the reason I said it was really cool is because if we looked at this previous consolidation, which was somewhat of a bull flag or rising channel, once we broke down from this roughly $455 range, we had a huge dip. We double bottomed, and now we're ripping back up here. So, that's just something to keep in mind, that the target could actually bring us to this previous support as new resistance. That's something I was watching, as well as if we were to look back on this 4-hour time frame, another thing we can see is currently the area that we are getting resistance on is roughly the same zone here that we had previous support on prior. If we put it on an hourly, it's going to show us how much time we actually spent somewhat on this range. In the past here, we could pop above it, roughly this 452, but we could never really hold support here, and then we ended up falling all the way back down here to this 425 area, 424, which is where we had that inverse head and shoulders. We ripped up. This time when we broke it and consolidated on top of it, we had a very bullish push. So it's pretty clear that as of right now, even if we got rid of some of these previous lines, and even say we'll put this from here, and we'll put this here, we can see the price range. I mean, I would probably even say, roughly like that. We can pretty much see that this channel here, and it is a pretty significant channel, because from the low here to the high here, that's roughly a 10%, almost 11% channel right here. So it is something to keep in mind. But like I said, I am still closely watching this 451. And if we can actually pull above this 452 and get support, that's going to be a bullish move, and we should get a nice little push out of there. If we do end up rolling over and losing this momentum from testing this so many damn times, and we can't seem to clear it, we could see price fall back down. Now, whether or not it comes back down to this nice support line right here that we've been creating, that could give us a very, very huge springboarded move. And that's just based off of these multiple wicks we've seen on this line that I've drawn in here. And that roughly comes down to, about 437.11. That's something to keep in mind. But also, what I would be looking at mainly would be in this general range right here, where we couldn't really close any candles above here. We can see resistance right here. We could even pull it down to as low as this rejection candle right here of 438, but that would actually line up almost perfectly with this line, depending on when we hit it. But these are the couple things that I'm watching. Looking at the MACD histogram here, and this is on the hourly, we can see momentum is slowly starting to curl, but of course this can break up at any given moment. If we looked at a 4-hour, as of right now, do we have any type of... We do potentially have some divergence forming, but this could be canceled out if we do actually curl up here on the RSI and roll back to the upside. And like I've stated before, that daily actually looks like it's getting close to having a bullish MACD cross, which could give us the momentum that we need to push through this area here. And it looks like tomorrow we actually might get that, or if not tomorrow, it'll definitely be on Thursday. So these are things that I'm watching, and we've had some nice daily candles out of here. It almost looks like if this was an ascending triangle right here, this is our first daily close above it, giving us that potential targeted move up into this 456 area, 457, which would retest this support. And if we can actually pop above that, which might not be too easy, then we would be looking back up in this range of 484, 483, maybe even 475, but that's just something to think about for later. It's hard to say exactly if we're going to be able to make it that high. If we look down at the 15-minute, we actually are rolling up here, and we do look like we are potentially getting ready to break out and make another push to the upside. If we got rid of that right there and we actually just put this line like that, we can see that what was happening previously was that all of these wicks were getting above this trend line right here, but we could never get a body closing above. And that's 448.31. And as of right now, SPY is actually getting this push above. As long as we can maintain above this 448, this actually might end up breaking to the upside here and giving us another bullish move. But like I said, we do need to see ourselves get back above this 450, 451, reclaim it, and then we can start looking for these moves back up into this 457 area. So I hope this analysis made a lot of sense to you guys, and I hope you guys see what I'm looking at and why this 451 is so important to me. And then once we clear that, why this next level of 456, 457 is going to be very important to me as well. And with that being said, that's the analysis I got for you guys today. But it also gives us a reason to see that a lot of these other stocks that we've been playing are all moving to the upside as well, and they kind of have stalled out recently. But if SPY can break through right here, this is going to push our stocks that are all pretty much at other resistance levels. It's going to push them up a lot higher. So that's why I'm kind of waiting to see, is SPY going to get this next leg to the upside? And if they are, the stuff that we're in right now are going to continue up. And it's starting to look like that's going to be the case here, just looking at this 30-minute time frame even. But like I said, we have to get the confirmation above this 450, start holding it as support. Till next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Till next time, peace.